So yeah, I mean, I guess that's about the combat. The combat was a little bit rough. It needed improving a bit, but which they did later on anyway, so I'll talk about that later. So yeah, so that basically is my review of you know, the story and the characters and the gameplay. And and the other thing I didn't mention as well is the other thing I didn't really like was the side missions. Some of them were good, but like when you would go to like the planets and it's like the same kind of a layout, it's like, oh, deja vu, I've been here before, like, you know, and everything was kind of very similar, you know. So I know they had time limit, and then they had limitations maybe on size of the game, and it's a lot to design every single level differently. But yeah, I was a little bit, I don't want to say lazy, but a little bit like oh, this is the same layout. It made the side missions seem a bit tedious because it was like same layout again, just different characters. So I didn't really enjoy them so much for that reason, just because it was like, oh, generic warehouse number 1, oh, generic warehouse number 2, oh look, I'm back at generic warehouse number 1 again, you know. Like, yeah, it's a little bit a bit crappy in that way, but still, you know, despite that, Mass Effect is a great game. So yeah, so okay, last bit I want to talk about in this video review is my favorite, oh my god, my favorite moments in the game. So let's start. Okay, number 1, funniest moment in the game. There's so many, especially if you played Renegade Shepard. So many funny lines, but the funniest moment, maybe there's 2 for me. The first one is Liara's hallucination. If you wait until after, is it Vermeer? After Vermeer? I think Vermeer. If you wait, or Noveria? Maybe Noveria, I don't know. If you wait and you pick up Liara last, and she's in the bubble and she's like, you know, trapped, and you turn up as Shepard and she's like completely thinks you're a hallucination, and I thought it was really cute, really funny and really cute, and especially if you like choose the Renegade option. And you're like, yeah, you're crazy, you're mad. But I thought it was really cute, and the voice actress for her is she did a great job for that. Also, a game Renegade, the hanging up on the council, like that. Can't hear you. Sorry, breaking up, going through a tunnel. Like, you know, the hanging up on the council, and you know, Joker like, okay, you know, doing it, and it's just so funny. I love the bits where you hang up on the council and you're just like, whoops! Oh look, there goes the connection. Like, I just love it. I think it's great. So funny. Right, so that's my funniest moment. Okay, number 2, the saddest moment. The moment that just bawled, made me cry. There's a couple of moments like that in Mass Effect 1. I didn't really find Vermeer so sad as I thought I would. Maybe because I just didn't connect with Caden, so I was like, oh, he's dead. It's a little sad, I guess. But the moment that really, you know, got to me, especially because, I guess because she became my love interest, but was the Benezia and Liara moment where Benezia, like, is, you know, when Benezia's fighting indoctrination, and you know, Liara's just like, don't give up, you know, keep fighting, Mom, don't give up. And then Benezia's like, you know, and she just, before she dies, she's like, I've always been proud of you, and she calls her Little Wing, and you know, Liara's reaction, and just that whole moment was just so touching and really tragic, you know, so tragic for Liara to see that, to you know, because they'd been, I guess, kind of estranged, and they hadn't seen each other in years, and to Liara to see her mother in that state, to see the way she just was, you know, destroyed from the inside and became this shell of a person that she used to be, it's just so heartbreaking, you know, to watch that scene. It was so heartbreaking. Yeah, I cried so much. I cried a lot. So sad. Tissues. Anyway, so that was the saddest moment. Oh my god, the scariest moment. I'm not a huge fan of scary games, so like if I'll play it with friends. If I play Resident Evil, I'll like run away screaming. I'm not a big fan of scary games or scary movies in general. My friends could attest to that. So the scariest moment for me, the moment that made me go and hide behind my, like, oh my god, this is scary, you know, hide behind a cushion or something, was the Arachni Queen on Novaria. The bit where she takes over the Asari and the Asari is like, you know, talking to her. She's like deep, scary ass voice, and I hate spiders, so anything that like is that big and resembles a spider roughly, and also can like possess people's minds and talk in such a sinister voice, I was just like, you sound really scary and like kind of crazy and kind of evil, and I was really torn about like saving her or not, because I didn't really feel too sympathetic to the Arachni Queen. I felt more scared and kind of worried, like, what are you gonna do? Is like sending a big huge spider out in the galaxy a good thing? Like, really? Okay. So yeah, that was the scariest moment. I just thinking about it gives me shivers. I hate the Arachni in general. I'm not a big fan of the Arachni in general as a species. The most annoying, suckiest moment, I guess some of the Mako missions, just the crazy ass, like trying to go up and over, like, oh my god, okay, up we go, and then like falling on your, you know, you got like this kind of incline, right, like the, you know, full vertical incline, and then you're like, boom, and you fall over, and like, you know, and just you're trying to go up and you're trying to shoot. Like maybe there's some, like there's the Geth, like you're here on the top of the ridge and there's a Geth, like, you know, down here, and you're trying to shoot down to them, boom boom boom, and hit them, but you can't because you're on this level. So like your missiles go like here, but the Geth, you know, the Colossus, they can shoot you, and so you're like, shit, like I have to go down and expose myself to them and like jump up and down, jump and jump and jump, and like trying to dodge. Like, I like the whole exploring with the Mako and being able to go, like, you know, on any planet, and most any planet, and like explore around and discover minerals and discover things, and that was kind of cool. But the controls of the Mako were just a little bit annoying. Yeah, so I guess that's my most annoying, suckiest moment. But to finish, let me have a look here. Most epic moment, the moment that was just like, oh my god, this game is awesome. That for me was the fact, like, Sovereign, like everything up from the moment where like Sovereign, like, you know, comes in through the mass relay, and like, you know, Geth Dreadnought's behind him, and he's coming in and like, you know, takes on the Citadel, and he docks on the Citadel, and then the bit, you know, where Shepard's like arrives and you go out, you like, you know, you explode the window and you go out, and you're like, you know, slowly walking outside, and Sovereign is there, and like you have to like get to that whole last level, and talking to Sovereign as well, like actually getting to talk to Sovereign, and like he's just such a sinister like character. He's just like, you know, you're like this big, you know, you're a fly and I'm gonna crush you, you know, you're too puny to understand the greatness of like what we're doing. And it's just so epic, like just so good, like talking to him. And the final mission where you're like, you know, you're on the Citadel, and you know, you you can see him there and moving, and like the final fight with Sovereign, the bit where Joker's like boom and like doing just shoots. Oh, it's just so good. That entire last level is just so epic, so good. I love it. So yeah, so I guess, sorry guys, I really went on. I tried to keep it short, but I love this game so much. There's so much I want to say. So anyway, yeah, that's the end of my review. So Mass Effect 1, probably out of 10, I'd give it a 9.5 out of 10. 9.5 out of 10. Mainly because I thought the combat could have been a little bit improved in some of the repetitive missions. But Mass Effect 1 is a truly awesome game. I recommend you to go and, like, if you haven't played it, like, play it. I recommend you to play it. I'm sure it's been out like, what, 5 years now? I'm sure you can get it cheap. But yeah, play it, and you won't regret it. It's a really good game. So yeah, so anyway, that's the end of my review, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. So please let me know what you think, and you know, let me know what your opinions are. Like, what do you think? You know, your moments, right? Let me know, like, what do you think are the funniest moments, or most annoying moments, scariest moments, most epic moments, saddest moments. Like, let me know in the comments below. And yeah, so that's the end of my Mass Effect review for today. So see you guys next time on my next review. Alright, see you later, guys. Bye.